Good morning. In this video, we are looking into non-parametric one. In the numerosity reduction method, non-parametric methods. In the non-parametric method used for reducing the representation of data. Here, the representation in the dimensionality reduction methods applicable for the removing the some of the attributes in a table or data set. Here, numerosity reduction methods are used to reducing the representation of data. Here, these methods are one is a histogram, other one is a clustering, other one is a sampling, data cube, representation. Here, that is a simple agenda. And then histogram. What is a histogram here? Histogram use a binning approach here. That means dividing the data into different buckets. Uses a binning approach here. And then what are the other information here? In this case, divide the data into buckets and store the sum for each bucket, the average or sum for each bucket. That is a representation. That means you will identify this type of histogram data in cricket. The score representation, 0 to 0 to 10 hours, what is the score? That means you will present that score. And then 10 to 20 hours, what is the score? In this way, this is a representation, one of the best representation. um, Not only score different criteria in the stock market representation, also you will use histogram data. Here the partitioning rule, here different partitioning rules are there. Here what are the partitioning rule? Here one partitioning rule, equal width. That means based on the width, you will dividing the data into buckets here. And then equal frequency, based on the depth, you will dividing the data. And then pre-optimal, one of the method here, least histogram variance method. That means in this case here, you are taking the weighted sum of original values that each bucket represents. Here that is a one of the, that means how can you, the partitioning rule here is a, how can you dividing the data into different buckets. Here what are the criteria? Other one is a maximum difference value, the difference between the pair of adjacent values here. And then let us take simple example here. Here following data listed prices of commonly sold items at all electronics, the different items prices here. Here I am taking the different prices here: 1 1 5 5 5 4 5 times 5 8 10 10 10. In this way, this is a different prices of a all electronics company. Here these are all different prices. Here this information I am going to representing by using histogram method. Here uh, here this is a representation here. Here 0 to the count here, the count value here. Here 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 30 value. Here 20 to 30 value here. Here and then um, uh, x axis represent a price value, y axis represent a count. Here that means 0, how many times occurred here. Here and then 1 5, how many times occurred here. Here if it comes to here 5, how many times occurred 5. Here the 5 occurred 5 times. Comes to the 8 occur 2 times. Here I am representing the 8 value here. 8 occur 2 times here. 1 occur 1, how many times 1 occur here. Here 1 occur here 2 times. That means that is represented. 10 occurs. Here comes to the in between 15, 16, 17. It may be 18. 18 occurs so many times here. Maximum value is 8 times. 18 occur 8 times. Here if you comes here 8, 18, 18 occur here 8 times. That is a representation. Here histogram for price using singleton buckets. Here each bucket represent a price value or frequency pair. Here this is a one type of representation. Here equal width, based on the equal width 0 to 10, the count how many times occurred here. 11 to 20, the prices 11 to 20, how many times. Here 21 to 31. Here based on the equal width value, previously based on the frequency value I divided the. That means in this way you will represent a histogram data. Here other one is a clustering. Here clustering, Clustering in the sense it's grouping the data without a class label. The clustering process in the sense grouping the data. That means this group we call it as a cluster here. This cluster always consists of the similar elements. In the cluster, or a particular cluster always consists of similar element. Here, how can you represent the similarity here? Inter-cluster data consists of more similar data. Inter in, that means cluster in the sense one cluster to other cluster it's having the less, and then that is a representation. Here the partitioning the data into cluster based on a similarity here and store the cluster representation only. Here that's called here clustering approach. Here it can be a very effective if data is clustered, but not if data is dirty data. Here it can have a hierarchical clustering. That means you will form the cluster based that means using some tree. The tree format of cluster here can be stored multi-dimensional index trees here. There are many choices for the cluster definition and clustering algorithm. That means you will form the data into different group. Each group you call it as a within a group the more similar data is there outside. That means once group to another group the similarity very less. Here that is a clustering information comes to the sampling data. Here sampling in the sense among n data I am selecting the s samples. For example, in the rice packet here, I am taking a small rice or some rice here. That if that rice is good, the entire packet good. Here what is the sampling here? Obtaining the small samples. Here obtaining the small samples S to represent a whole data set N. Here whole data set L. Here it allows a mining algorithm to run the complexity. Here this is a that is a sublinear to the size of the data, sublinear information. Here you're selecting the representative set of data, and then here you have a simple random sampling. Here what is a simple random sampling? Very good poor performance here. Here develop adaptive sampling methods. Here stratified sampling method one is a, other one is this what is a stratified method is approximate percentage of each classes you are taking, use it in conjunction with the skewed data. Here some sampling may not reduce the database input output, and that means page at a time. Here this is a some simple representation of the sampling. Here a sample random uh, simple random sample without replacement. See, here this is a process simple random sample. Here I am taking the without replacement. Here I am taking the some sample from the raw data, and then simple random sample here with replacement. Here replacing some items here, and then cluster sample. Here how can you among the raw data you are taking the some clusters here. Here the cluster data, that is a one of the representation, and then sampling can be used for data reduction also. Here reducing the a particular data, this particular data you may reducing that at particular, that means entire information existed here. Here the sample data without reduction. Here the clustering sample, and then according to large sample, the clustering sample according to large sample. Here another important one here is a data cube aggregation. It is a non-parametric method here. Data cube. Here what is a data cube here? Data cube is a multi-dimensional model. Here data cube, in the data cube here we are dividing data into different dimension. Dimension is a perspective. Here the perspective representation is called here dimension. Here the resulting data is smaller in a volume without loss of without loss of information necessary for the analysis task here. Here the data cube stores a multi-dimensional aggregated information. Here multi-dimensional data in that particular dimension and dimensions are there. Here dimensions in the sense it's consists of dimensionality data and as well as the fact table data. Here fact table, the central theme of a table that represent a fact, and then the data cube provide a fast access to pre-computed summarized data. And then the lowest level of data cube is called base cuboid. That means in the particular cuboid here, lowest level cuboid, highest level apex cuboid. Here what is the when the cuboid comes here, if you want to represent a more than one data cube data, if you want to represent more than one data cube data, that is a cuboid information. The highest cuboid you heard as a apex cuboid. Here highest level of abstraction further reduces the resulting data size. Here in this way you will reducing the data size. Here the smallest available cuboid relevant to the given task should be used. Here this is a way of representing the data cuboid. In this data cuboid here more number of data is there, that is reduced like a data cube. This is in this way you will perform the data cube aggregation for the data reduction. These are all different approaches here for performing the data cube. That means in this here previously in this concept here you discussed about the one is a dimensionality reduction. Dimensionality reduction consists of principle PCA. One is a PCA, other one is different approaches, value transformation, and then attribute subset selection. Three approaches you discussed. And then other one is a numerosity reduction. In the numerosity reduction you completed the task. One task here is a parametric methods. Here other task here is a non-parametric method. These five different methods, non-parametric method. Other important one is a data compression. Data compression is a one of the method here. Here data encoding or transformation are applied to obtain the reduced representation. Here you are applying the reduced representation of a original data. You are applying the transformation methods here. You are applying the encoding method or transformation method. Here dimensionality reduction and numerosity reduction technique can be considered as a form of data compression. You may consider any technique here, either dimensionality reduction techniques or here numerosity reduction techniques here, either parametric or non-parametric techniques. Here the lossless data reduction and then lossy data reduction. Here in this data compression, so two approaches you are considering here. One is a lossless here. Original data can be reconstructed from the compressed data without loss, without any loss of information. Here not having any loss of information, here you are constructing the original data. Lossy data reduction. The lossy data reduction in the sense that means reconstructing the original data without loss of data, without loss. That means reconstructing the original data without loss of any information. That's called here. That means with loss of any information, that is a lossy. Lossless in the sense without loss. Lossy dimensionality reduction methods here. Here already explained value transform is a lossy transform method, and principal component analysis also a lossy method. Here attribute subselection is lossless. Here in this way you will performing lossless the original data, here compressed data, and then you will have the lossless data, and then original data approximated. Lossy data is there. Again the particular lossy data comes to the original database. Here approximated, the original data approximated, not the original data here comes here. This is a compression technique here. Here the original data as easily comes here. Here the original data is there. Here I apply the compression method here. Any compression method. From the compression method you will get the original data as easily. But here you may lose some data. Here that is the data compression technique. These are all different techniques for the data reduction. And then discretization. Discretization or concept hierarchy generation. Here this is one of the approach here. You will apply this discretization on a numerical, not a numerical data. Here categorical data here. Here it involves the reduction of number of values of a continuous data. Here this kind of discretization applied on a continuous data or categorical data. Discretization is to reduce a number of values for a given continuous attribute by dividing range of the attribute into intervals. Here, the discretization has a interval labels can be used to replace the actual data. It is easy to use knowledge level of representation of the mining result here. Here that is a bottom up approach, top down approach. Here, and in this way the discretization, that means the discretization process, in the sense here in this case here we are converting the low level data information into high level data information. Here the concepts, here the concept hierarchy generation, here you have a low level concepts are there. For example, in the location hierarchy, if I take the location hierarchy, here I am having the city data, village data. For example, the sales of a Infosys company, here the sales of Infosys company in the year 2020, here that means the sales of a city Hyderabad, the sales of the city Chennai, the sales of the city Delhi, you have a, some data is there. I want to know the sales of a country, India, Pakistan, like that. That means you have to represent the data here. That means the low level concept, the city related information, Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi is a low level data. Here the mapping, here mapping from low level data, Hyderabad related data to the country related data. That is called here mapping from low level data to high level data. That is called here concept hierarchy here. Here now you will follow the concept hierarchy related data. Here that is a representation here. Here you have a discretization methods, different methods are there. Here you will apply the, in this case discretization apply on a nominal data, ordinal data, continuous data here. Here nominal data in the sense the values from the unordered set here. Let us take some color, red color. That means it's there is no order here. We may take the order either yellow, green. That means you may take any order here. Ordinal data values from the ordered set here. Here, for example, military data or academic ranking here. This is another one is a continuous data here. Continuous data real numbers here. For example, age greater than 40 years, 40 to 50 years, greater than 50 years. Like that, you may calculate the age here. Integer or real values you consider here. That means in this discretization, you are taking the three type of attributes here. Here, the discretization concept hierarchy generation consists of the discretization process here. You may take the binning method, histogram data analysis, interval merging by the analysis, clustering analysis, and then discretization by the institutive partitioning. Here the concept hierarchy generation for the categorical data. Here what is a concept hierarchy generation here? Here in this case here the specification of partial ordering of attributes at the scheme level by the user. One thing here, the specification of portion of hierarchy by the explicit data grouping, the specification of the set of attributes but not their partial order. This is a concept hierarchy generation for the categorical data. Here discretization process, here one is a binning method. Here top down split. Here already I explained the binning method in a the data cleaning process. In the data cleaning process, if you having the noise data, that means for removing the noise data you are using the binning method here. Here it is a top down split, unsupervised. First sort the data and partitioning into some bins. Here that means one can smooth by the by bin means, or you can smooth by the median, or you can smooth by the bin boundary. This is a approach for the binning method. Here binning method appear like this here. Here you are performing the binning method, you have a data is there, the sorted data for the price in dollars here, 4, 8, 15, 21, 21, 24, like this. Here you partitioning equal frequency bins here. Here you are partitioning the data like this, 4, 8, 15, 21, 21, 24, 25, 28, 34. Here equal frequency, based on the equal frequency you are partitioning the three bins here. Here smoothing, that means reducing the noise here. Smoothing by min means, here you will calculate the 4, 8, 15. From the 4, 8, 15, 9 is a average value, the average or mean value. Here from the mean value you are calculating the 999. It is a smoothing by bin. And then 21, 21, 24 average value 22. Here from the 22 I am writing. And then 25, 28, 34. In among these values here 29, 29, 29 is a average value. In this way you will identify the bin means. And then boundaries. Boundaries in the sense that means you will take the lower boundary, upper boundary. Based on the lower boundary value 4, 4, 15. Here 21, 21, 24. And then 25, 25, 20, 34. That means you this in this way you will identify the bin boundaries. This is a one of the binning approach here. The histogram. At first I told you the histogram analysis. That means cricket data or price data represented in a some format here. The multi-dimensional histogram can capture the dependencies between a attribute. Here a top-down split here, unsupervised here. That is a histogram approach here. Comes to the histogram approach for that. For example, the following data items of this one. This is a one of the approach here. In this case, this is a histogram data. Interval matched by the chi-square analysis here. That means the betting based on a bottom up based bottom up under splitting based methods here. Here merging in the sense combining. That means finding the best neighbor intervals and merge them in the form of larger intervals. That is a merging data here. The chi-square merge is a one of the approach here. Initially, each distinct value of numerical attribute A is considered to be a one interval. Chi-square test is performed for every pair of adjacent intervals here. Here, there are adjacent interval information. This is a and that is a interval information. Here, other important one here is a clustering analysis. Fourth, final important one, clustering analysis. Here, what is the clustering analysis here? The clustering data. Already you know the grouping the data. Here is I am going to grouping the data into 3 partitions. These partitions are called as a clusters. Here within a cluster, all elements are more similar data. How can you calculate the similarity data here? Based on a distance, the distance between these different objects. Here this is a that means other elements are there. These elements are called as a outlier data. Some object which is not similar in a cluster, which is not similar in a cluster, that is called here outlier data. Here this plus represent a average point for the in the space for the cluster. Here what is a plus indicates here average point here. Here the all elements are nearest average values. All objects in this cluster here nearest average value. Here there is a plus is there. All elements in this cluster here nearest average value. That is called here cluster. Outlier may be detected as a value that fall outside of a cluster. Here the outside information you are represented as a outlier. It is a representation. And then concept hierarchy generation for the categorical data. Here the categorical data here is a you are representing the, for example, for the age I am taking the for the age, that is a young, middle age, senior person, not having any number in this case. Here not having the any number. This type of data, how can you perform the this discretization in the sense that is a form here. That means many discretization methods can use it to, that means to generate automatically concept hierarchy here. Here for numerical and attribute data. Here this is called here, that means these are called as a discrete data containing a finite number of distinct values, number of orders, for example location, type, item. Here automatic generation of hierarchies here. Here for example this one. Here some of the methods here you are using here. The specification of partial ordering of attributes explicitly at the schema level by user and expert here. The specification here, for example, street less than city, state less than, that means country value. This is a concept hierarchy. In the concept hierarchy, the country is a highest level. Here the street here lowest level information. Here the state consists of, if you take the n number of states, that is a form as a city. Here if you take the n number of cities, For example, if you take Hyderabad city, Nalgonda city, Nalgonda but means all considered as a one state here, Telangana. And then from the Telangana, Andhra Pradesh is like that a country, India. Here in this way, we will form that. That means this is a hierarchy. The specification of parcel, the portion of a hierarchy by expert data grouping. Here in this way, we will performing grouping here. AP, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, less than South India. That means it is a form, and then XYZ North India. The specification of set of attributes, but not their partial ordering. And that is a third one. Here, for example, the concept hierarchy for the attribute price here. The zero to $1,000. That is a that means this is a concept hierarchy. $0 to $2,000, $200, 200 to 400, 400 to 6, 6 to here this 200 divided into 100, 200. In this way again the this 100 divided into 50, 0 to 50, 50 to 100. Like that you will dividing the concept hierarchy in this way. Here for the country here already explained that one. Here street, how many streets are there? Here how many cities, district value, and then how many, that means how many districts are there. Here in this way the automatic concept hierarchy for this one, which is a simple representation. Thank you.